Oh, great. Great.
Good timing.
Let me pull up the script. I promise I'm prepared sometimes. Okay. Hi, you guys are watching the Mac and Cheese podcast. I'm your host, Mary, and Peter will be the co-host along with Jomier will be the guest tonight. If you want to follow my social media accounts, please do. Chris, yes, we figured out the issue. It was actually pretty easy. His social media accounts will be in the bio. I know I did your Twitter and Instagram. Is that all you have?
Yeah, I really just have Twitter and Instagram. That's really it. We'll keep it real.
Because I know I found your YouTube account, but I know you said you don't use that a lot.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I think I use that YouTube account like a couple times just for like school or like I use some stuff for like just dropping some highlight videos.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw your
Mhm.
pro. Didn't you post your pro day on there? Right?
Say it one more time.
Didn't you post your pro day footage on there?
I posted it on Instagram, but I'm probably gonna post my pro day footage probably on Monday. Just like probably a couple clips, just some live footage, like how my pro day went.
Because I think I saw it on your Instagram actually.
Yeah, it was on my Instagram, but I'm putting it on Twitter too as well.
Oh, okay. Because so what you don't know actually is our friend Isaac actually sent it to me, like all your like previous like game highlights, kind of.
Okay.
Okay. And I watched it already. Peter, I can send it to you after if I can find it again.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Jomier, can you let them know where they can find you? I know it's in the bio. But...
Yeah. So just find me at official Jomier on Twitter, and then it's King Jomier on Instagram. That's gonna be my two little socials. And then two little socials.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Peter, can you see comments or no?
No.
Oh man, I was gonna give a shout out to someone, but we'll do that in a little bit. Because a certain Dennis Cockerham is in the comments.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Hey, Dennis. Jomier, this is Dennis Cockerham. He played at the 2024 NFL Draft tailgate.
Okay.
He's what would you say his music is like, Peter? Like country?
Yeah, country-esque for sure.
Yeah, I can send it to you if you want, Jomier. He's a very, very good musician. Speaking of Dennis, I know I told Peter about this. We are raising money for them right now. They're a big help to us. They were on the show last year. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, last year. And Peter, do we want to? No, I'm joking.
No,
they'll be back on soon.
Yeah.
So we can't say when. I can send you their YouTube if you want, Jomier, after we're done.
Okay, that sounds good.
They're amazing. I'm not sure if they followed you on Instagram. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Oh, we want to give. I know Peter can say this too. We want to give a special shout out to Isaac and Med from Sports Therapy. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And this is how we actually got you, Jomier, is from our friends Isaac and Med from Sports Therapy Talk. We used to be partnered with them on Podcast Boys, and that's how I know Peter is from that show. And then it just worked out from there.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, that's what's up.
So that's how you know us, kind of.
Okay.
Peter.
Well, it's a pleasure. Look, it's a pleasure to be on the podcast too. Because I saw you reached out, and I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna take it willing to anybody that's supporting me, and I'll support you as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we appreciate you. And Peter, I know you can appreciate this too. We appreciate you definitely shouting us out on your Twitter. And I know my friend Karina, some of my friends from my autism community or my autism connection are actually chatting with us right now. Okay, go Browns, cool. Nathan, Risky, Risky. What was I gonna say? Dang it! Oh, I know one of my friends, Karina Jomier. You actually put her on her highlights, and I know she appreciates that as much as.
Okay. Yeah.
She wanted me to let you know that she says hi.
Okay, tell her say hi. Yeah.
And can you please say hi to her daughter Maya, please?
Hello. I hope y'all doing well.
She's from New Hampshire, and she wanted to let you know that your message is getting like far out.
Okay. Hey, tell her I appreciate it.
I'll make sure. I'll probably text her. Peter, do you want to go with your opening statement?
And then the opening statement was actually the prayer.
What?
Opening statement was actually the prayer, according to.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
Sorry.
So yeah, obviously I had seen you had done this when you were on with Isaac and Med, because I'm actually the one that Med had requested it for.
Okay.
When he'd had you do it.
Oh
So I
yes.
figured
No. Okay.
I
The
could,
prayer. Okay.
yeah, so I figured I could open us with one, and then if you want to do one at closing, that would be awesome.
Okay, that's fine. That's definitely fine. Let's do it.
Cool.
Yeah, perfect.
So, dear Lord, just thank you for this opportunity to talk with a person that's such an awesome force for you even already, Lord, and just pray that you just continue to work in his life as he seeks to make it into the NFL, and just that you would always keep him grounded in where he's come from and who he is in you, Lord, because that's what matters first and foremost. And just pray that this reaches everyone that you desire it to, Lord. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Good job, Peter. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, great prayer, man.
Do you want me to go with my first point?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So I know, so we both watched your episode with Isaac and Med before, so we kind of know your background history. You mentioned military, like the army and stuff.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
tell
definitely.
the audience about that a little bit?
Yeah, my military background. My mom was in the Marines. My dad was in the Army. My brother was in the Army. So just growing up, I traveled a lot. Seen a lot of different environments. Been a lot of different places. But just most importantly, just I've been able to interact with a lot of different people. Just see how everybody's point of view, and that really structured my background, my military background.
Peter, do you want me to mention my connection?
Yeah, go for it. That'd be cool.
So what I was talking to you about, Jomier, before is my mom was actually in the Navy. She was a pharmacist for the United States Public Health Service in the Navy. She wore Navy uniforms. And that's where we actually have a connection. And my dad was in the Army too.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, military. We always have a connection. Strong, y'all strong. We all strong-willed it.
Exactly.
Yes.
And my brother actually graduated from West Point, which is
okay. That's what's up. Yeah.
I was
originally committed to West Point. Yeah, I was originally. I saw you ask me that, but I was originally committed to West Point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that connection. Peter, go ahead.
So, speaking of like the strong-willed and stuff, obviously NFL, especially if you hopefully and Lord willing do get into it, has a lot of like distractions, etc., that get thrown at you and stuff like that. How are you going to be planning on staying anchored to your faith once you are in the league?
Well, I feel like your faith is got to be the biggest thing when, especially when taking the next step, and that not only be in NFL, but whatever God has planned. I feel like just having a deeper faith and just growing my faith. Throughout my college experience, throughout my high school experience, I just learned it's not just about football. It's about treating people the right way. So understanding your story, I understand what you've been through, and that can only be happening through God. And I know I'm only here through God. I wouldn't be here at all. I can tell you right now, like my 2 feet without the Lord and Heavenly Father right now. So I'm just blessed and highly favored.
That's awesome. That really warms my heart so much to hear, because it's such a lost thing in a lot of sports in general right now. It's just like they let like that mindset take over and almost put it on the back burner and stuff. So it's refreshing to see someone that's not.
No doubt.
Peter, did you want to go to your next segment? Sorry.
Yeah, I can do that. Both in your life, and then if you had any role models like from that have played in the league specifically, who do you think have been like the biggest influences in your developing your faith?
Probably one of my close friends, J.C. Horn. He played for Carolina Panthers. He went first round. I just seen him come through a lot. We actually played around in Georgia. He went to Alpharetta, and I went to Collins Hill High School. Same high school as Travis Hunter. So me and him, we had been connected a real while. I know his family for a little minute, and just been talking to him. And just seeing him go take the next step from South Carolina and come a first round pick, and now he's a Pro Bowler, and now he signed the highest paid DB contract. Like just seeing how he went through it, that made me go deep in my faith, and that's been like a real, definitely a role model right now.
Awesome. Okay, no, that's a good one to have for sure. Old enough to where I grew up admiring Charles Tillman for the same reason. So believe me, I get that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's amazing. I never realized that you were close to GC Horn, like you said. Like,
Yeah,
you would
it's my
never know.
dog. Yeah, my dog.
It's just amazing. Sorry, Peter. Isaac's like messaging me. And that's what's happening behind the scenes. We're talking good stuff, I promise. Everything's good. Peter doesn't believe me about that. I love it. Sorry. Draft. Do you want to mention what you just told us before?
What you mean about the
Just so that you guys know, we are talking to a potential NFL player soon.
No doubt, yes.
And I know, this is a kind of a plug. I will be at the draft all 3 days this year, so we are not live streaming it. Peter, do you want to touch on why we're not live streaming it?
Because it's coming from a horrible city. I mean, no.
Wow. Okay.
No, it's more so just for there would be extensive copyright issues among other things, and it would just be tougher to do when we have someone live at it versus just covering it as the picks happen. So.
Like what happened last year, for instance.
Yeah, because we backstory on that, we'd done a live stream of every pick of day 3, and then like 6.5 hours into it, someone inadvertently left their phone pointed at the TV, and we had to not put up the entire 7-hour video.
Which I'm glad about in the end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jomier, there's a question in chat. And I'm going to be kind of going by these, Peter. You know who it is. My friend Justin asked, he's 30 minutes away from me, like in the Cape Coral region, for your information, Jomier.
Yeah.
He says, will you be planning on going to the Green Bay for the draft or staying home?
Yeah. I'll probably just be staying home, spend time with my family, probably my mom and my brother. I feel like they've been the biggest part of my life right now, so I just want to spend time with them and just take it all in. Yeah.
That's amazing. And as I've been watching, Peter, I don't know if you've noticed this too. I've been watching a lot of mock drafts, and your name has been coming up as a big potential. I've seen that a lot.
Okay, yeah. Well, I appreciate it, but it's what God will. I don't know. It's whatever what God wants.
Your name is definitely going to be pushed out there in the media. And I'm sure Peter and I will help us with that as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, Peter, can I get to this writing question? Because they're writing an article right now.
Go for it.
So this is my friend Felipe from Brazil. He's a Packer fan. He went to the game in Brazil. Sorry, Peter. This is the one that's writing the article potentially about you, Jomier. So this is why this is kind of important to get your name more out there in the media.
Yeah, no doubt.
He says, "Hey, Jomier, how would you describe yourself as a linebacker?"
I would say I'm an all-around linebacker. I feel like I can do it all. I can rush the passer, I can protect the run, and I can drop in coverage. I feel like I can do it all 3. But I feel like I'm an excellent leader too as well. I feel like I lead by example. I feel like I just make plays, and I'm a ball player at the linebacker position.
That's amazing, Peter. You don't see the last part, I promise.
No, of course not.
And what do you think is your biggest strength?
I'll probably just say I'm sideline to sideline. I love to track down ball carriers. That's been my biggest thing. Like growing up, I always had an intuition. I had a good intuition. I'm real quick on my feet, so I was being able to read plays and attack them fast.
Okay. And then, sorry, Peter, I have to. This is part of the question.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about your chance to play for the Green Bay Packers? Peter, I see that.
I'll play for all 32 teams, and the Packers are definitely one of my teams I like too. But it's up north too, and I feel like any weather I could adapt to, being a military background. So I feel like Packers would be a good fit too.
Felipe, if you have any more, just put them in, and then we'll try to get them in. Have you ever played in the cold? Some people might be wondering, like in the snow.
I played in the snow probably like once. That's probably when I was in high school. But I haven't played.
Okay, that makes sense.
In high school, yeah. Or actually, I played twice. Actually, I know I played when I was at Howard. You went there my true freshman year. Yeah, I know I played in the snow there.
There you go. Yeah, no, it's I grew up in the Midwest. I actually lived just outside of Chicago, so believe me, it's different.
Yeah, I believe it. No, I definitely believe it. But I got that.
That's the best answer anyone can say to that question,
Yeah.
honestly. And as someone from Wisconsin too, I'm originally born and raised Jomier in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So I'm used to the snow. And then my mom, like I told you, military. So
Yeah.
I moved from Wisconsin to Texas, Texas to Florida.
Okay.
So it's kind of a Peter, go ahead.
It was a funny thing, just touching also on the weather briefly. I have a couple of friends from New Mexico and like out west and stuff like that. It moved here, and they're like, we had, like the first one. They're like, I don't know how y'all do this. I'm like, we're built different.
No.
Because 60 isn't cold to us. That's how.
Right.
So more so with your face, but this is actually, I'm going to steal one of the non-blued football questions.
Okay.
If you were to switch positions to something else in the NFL, which one would you want to play and why?
I know what you did.
I'll be a true safety. I love playing. I want to be like a real true safety, like a strong safety. I feel like I could be more in coverage, or like just being able to lock down a lot of different slot cornerbacks, or a lot of different come down on a lot of different things. I feel like a strong safety would be a great fit for me too.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait 1 second.
No, that would be, it's good to see that hybrid too, because he had arguably the best middle linebacker in the history of the league actually played safety in college. So there you go.
Okay. I don't know what's going on in chat right now. There's a lot going on. And now everyone's saying hi to each other. It's like Peter, you stole my question. I don't like that. It's okay.
Well, there wasn't a color on it.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait. I didn't send you the color one. Dang it! So, Jomier, so you got the black and white copy. Peter and I color coded this, and then I didn't send him apparently the color.
That's all good.
And that's what the whole thing is with that. Okay. So you mentioned Army, and I know the only Army college is West Point. Why didn't you go to West Point?
Just really, I always been around the military background, and I understood it. So I just wanted a different feel. I wanted to just feel how a regular student or a regular student athlete would feel just going to a different predominantly white school or a predominantly black college. And I felt like Howard University on my visit was a great fit for me. My true freshman year, I learned a lot for myself, and that was my true freshman year too as well. And I was able to just hone in. I started every single game at linebacker, came in and just learned how to be a leader. And I feel like that most importantly helped me throughout my journey.
Well, that's awesome.
If you can.
Okay.
I'll pull them from Draft Utopia.
Well, I guess with this one, what would you say would be the toughest time you've had in your life, and how did your faith help you work through it?
The toughest time in my life? Let's see. Let's think about it. Well, I feel like my mom battling breast cancer. That's been a big thing. That's what made me transfer from Howard University my true freshman year from 2019 or from 2018 to 2019. That's when I went to Kennesaw State. Yeah, but just being close to my mom, she told me to hold on to my faith. She's a two-time breast cancer survivor, and I just understand what she's been through, and I understand that everything's gonna be all right at the end of the day. So you're gonna go through. Some days you're gonna have good days, some days you're gonna have bad days. But at the end of the day, you just gotta hone in what your faith is, and is be the person who God has called you to be.
Awesome. It's like, obviously I'd heard you do this on meds, but it's just so refreshing to really hear someone this devoted to it.
Okay.
I found one question from Draft Utopia. I can ask now.
Go for it.
Okay, so this is one of our friends that does a lot of scouting for NFL players. Peter, you know who it is.
Yeah.
It's Chris from Draft Utopia. Why can I not remember his name? Chris from Draft Utopia. He asked if about his technique, tackling and technique. He wants to know more about that.
My tackling technique.
Yes.
I think I just been real disciplined. I really been disciplined from since I was a youth, just by tackling. I was being able to look at hips. I feel like once you got to follow hips every single time. So at the end of the day, you got to get your eyes on that hip and near foot, inside, and just go through them. I feel like I'm a great tackler just because I'm fearless and I'm disciplined. I'm always gonna be able to tackle the ball carrier.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Peter, go ahead.
So, were there any specific linebackers or safeties, because you had mentioned you loved playing like that style of position too, that you had kind of patterned your game after at all?
There's a lot, so many, so many. But let's see. Let's start at linebacker position. We'll go to Fred Warner. That's been a big part of me. Just watching him. Another one would probably be just Roquan Smith. Just watching him. He's a ball player at that linebacker position. I even say just being on like Devin Bush. He played for Devin Bush. He had came out of Miami. He's a great linebacker. And then I'll say Denzel Perryman has been a big one too at the linebacker position. He's an old head. He probably been there about 9 years from the Chargers. But I just like how he played because he's a straight leader. And I feel like on that DB position, so it's so many. But I had to go with just watching players like Jamal Adams, just watching players like just any type of like strong hitting safeties such as Reeves was called. You got Jesse Bates. He plays free safety, but just watching him how he covers the field at Atlanta, that's really been a big thing too. Just a lot of players too. I actually have a friend named Israel Mukwamu. He plays for Dallas, but he came out cycling with JC too as well. So just watching him too. He's a long, freakish athlete. Just seeing how he makes plays too. So there's a lot of different players.
Nice.
Yeah.
Peter, really quick, I found some questions from someone else.
Yeah, go for it.
Jomier, basically, I've been asking all my friends that like watch college football, like the questions to ask you.
Yeah, no, you good.
This one's from LSU.
All right, let's do it.
However, they're a Jaguars fan.
Okay.
From Jacksonville.
Okay.
I just told Karina that you gave her a shout out, and she just like literally just texted me OMG. So
that's a blessing.
They want to know, who do you want to get drafted by? Is there a specific team?
I wouldn't say a specific team. I wouldn't say a specific team at all. I feel like I want to be a part of an organization that truly cares about me as a player, not just me as a number. I feel like I want to be a part of the team. I want to be able to come in and work my butt off from day one and earn a spot and be on the 53. At the end of the day, that's going to be the option. That's what I really want to happen.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's more. They want to know, are you a wrestling fan? If so, they will give you a follow, and they already did.
Wrestling, I like wrestling. I mean,
Peter, you heard that.
I like wrestling. I always wanted to wrestle, but I'm not really. I don't just watch it like just watch it. But I have like 2 or 3 friends that are pursuing the WWE. If that's what you're saying, right? The WWE, right? Or yeah WWE. I actually went to school with his name Bronson Rock Snyder. Plays fullback. His dad was professional wrestler. He's in WWE right now too as well.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Actually, one of my favorite current athletes of the younger crop that's in there too. So that's awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I went to college with him. Yeah, that's my guy.
Nice. Yeah, it's interesting because his dad's one of my favorite of like the tag team specialists back then, and his uncle's like the polar opposite because I don't like him at all. So go figure.
Nah, that boy was a freak. Tackling him like that, really
Yeah.
tackling him. That's a grown man. I had to come with some force tackling him.
Oh yeah. No, it's like
Grown
they were
man.
actually they had actually even had like the stat that they mentioned whenever he goes because his spare is his finishing move right now.
Yeah,
He hits the ropes for the last one at like 23 miles an hour.
yeah, I believe it. I believe it
It's like
because he had some force. Yeah.
Peter, there's one more.
Yep.
Really quick. And I think we know this, but I don't think you've said this on this episode because, like we said,
Yes.
we watched your episode with Isaac and Med, which went really, really well. I know Peter can say the same thing.
Okay.
We were studying it for questions of what to ask you.
Okay. What?
This is Aaron from LSU as well, and he's a Jaguars fan. Karina, that's a good question. They want to know who was your favorite football team growing up?
Favorite football team growing up probably be the Falcons. I'm homebred. I'm a Falcons fan. I ain't gonna lie. Coming up, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, coming up. That's one of my teams I came up from. I'm from Atlanta, so I'm not gonna shy away from them.
There we go.
And Peter, I have two from Karina really quick.
Sure.
I can ask them now. It's up to you.
Yeah, go for it.
This is the same one that you gave the shout out to, Jomier, and she's freaking out over it right now.
I appreciate that.
She wants to know, are you nervous about the draft? That's not the first question.
I get that a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I do. But at the end of the day, I did everything. Did everything I said I wanted to do. I went through the whole college experience, transferring to different schools, going through a whole different coaching staffs, just going through a whole lot. My mom told you getting breast cancer.
Right.
Just going through a whole lot. So I feel like that just made me hop in on my faith too, and just moving past those, playing in those All-Star games like the FCS Bowl and Tropical Bowl. That most definitely just increased it because I'm able to see my competition against other players around the country and see I'm the best as they are, and just my pro day too. Just to finish it off, that was one of my biggest things. I just wanted to just lock in the pro day, and I did.
Right. And just to clarify, you did get invited to the combine, correct?
No, I didn't get invited to the combine. No.
Really?
No. I wish. I wish.
Okay. Well, Peter and I have connections to NFL. Kind of. We'll talk to them about that.
Okay. No,
Peter knows my connection to NFL.
Oh yeah.
I'll talk to them about that for you. They also want to know what inspired you to play football.
Just growing up, seeing I liked every single sport growing up. I played soccer and basketball, football, baseball, karate, taekwondo. I did it all. Gymnastics. I did it all. But growing up, I just felt like football and basketball and baseball came to be my favorite things, and then football just became an attraction when I got to Gwinnett County in Georgia. They call that a football hub in Georgia. It's like the SEC of football, and I felt like just seeing players come out of there, like Josh Downs, Caleb Downs, like I said, J.C. Horn, Travis Hunter. There's a lot of different kids that came out of that region, and that just helped me just to understand.
Peter, she sent me 2 more questions.
Yeah.
My bad. So my friend Karina also wants to know, what do you do in your downtime besides football? Like, do you have any like hobbies? Like, I know you recently went out of the country. I didn't know if that was like something.
Yeah, I do like to travel, but most importantly, I probably just work on my clothing brand. I probably said it in a lot of different podcasts, but I do have a clothing brand. It's called 2%. It's called 2% Lifestyle. Basically means to get better every single day. Always just having daily increments. I feel like being is a 2% lifestyle. I feel like you're not always there, and I feel like you always got room for improvement. And I started this clothing brand probably a couple years back. When I left Howard, and ever since then, I've just been trying to promote it and just do little things I can do on the side. And after that, I probably do skate. I know how to skate and bowl. I usually skate and bowl with my friends. Yeah.
That's my goal. Peter, she has one more question, and I think this is a good one.
I think we should. You should get that link from him to put in the description as well.
For sure. Yeah. I'll put it in the description for y'all.
Sweet.
Wait, what did you just say, Peter?
I was saying we should get that link for his clothing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, are you getting more from him? Peter.
That's all good.
Okay, fine. I'm okay with that. Peter asked it, not me.
Yeah, that good. I appreciate it.
And we appreciate you doing this for us.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I told you.
No doubt.
Okay, so they want to get to know you personally. I told them that they could ask you this. I hope you don't mind. They want to know, if you didn't play football, what other sport would you have wanted to play?
I'll probably play baseball. I'll probably be in the MLB, play baseball. It's like shortstop. I want to play baseball.
So which baseball team are you a fan of?
Braves.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, never mind.
I love them Braves.
Time to switch hats is what I hear.
I know. I was just thinking that. I don't have any Florida teams out here. Oh my god, no.
Okay. But yeah, I've been a hometown fan. That's really it. I grew up in Atlanta, so just being in the hometown.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I was. As soon as I asked that, I'm like, "Oh, Mary, you should know this answer." This is a question in chat. It says, "What are you most excited about the draft?" I'm assuming to get drafted, but I didn't know if there was anything else.
Just a new experience, new environment to be a pro. I've been training my whole life, been preparing for this for my whole life, and I feel like I'm going to be a pro. So I feel like just the whole experience to being the next level has been the biggest thing.
There you go.
Within
that, which would you? Because I haven't watched Isaac's. I know you said you were like scheme versatile as far as playing style and everything. Do you have a scheme you would prefer to be in the most? Just because you think it like maximizes your talent.
No, I could play in every single scheme. I feel like I could play in the 3-4, 4-3, 5-2, 4-2-5. I feel like I can play in all different schemes. I've been around a lot of different coaching staffs at different schools. So defense coordinators put me in different spots. I played the Mike spot. That's the I played the Mike spot. That's my strong side linebacker, and I played the Will too as well when I was at Carson Newman. At the Tropical Bowl, I played the little strong safety star position. So I feel like I'm versatile. I can play with all, and I could be in any type of system. But I feel like just what defense coordinator wants. I want him to put me in the right situation to succeed at the end of the day.
There you go.
Yeah.
I literally just had a question and I lost it. Peter, if you have one, go ahead.
Growing up, I guess, obviously with her, especially with her mom dealing with that and whatever. I have a friend who's a survivor of that style of cancer as well. But what would you say just to like encourage people not to ever give up because God does have a plan?
I feel like God wouldn't put you in that situation if He knew He couldn't handle it. He's gonna put you in that right situation, and if it's wrong, it's gonna make you better at the end of the day. I feel like I've been through a lot, and it not only changed who I am as a person, but just made me just be stronger in my faith. That made me really deep down understanding that God does have a plan, and stuff is not going to go how you want it to be. It's not gonna be sunshine and rainbows. I don't know what anybody gonna say. Everybody goes through something. I go through something every day. Y'all probably go through something every single day. But just being able to understand that God has a plan and He gonna get through it.
Yeah. No, that's actually like even in just like watching you on Isaac's and then hearing like this one and stuff, that's actually been even such an encouragement to me too. The last year and a half or so, I've gone through a divorce after 11 years together and 2 shoulder surgeries that ended retail as a job possibility. So believe me, I get needing to depend on him, and it hasn't been until like the last probably half year or so where I've really been able to kind of turn the corner with that.
Well, yeah, I understand that, I'm not gonna say it was kind of that you're gonna get through it right then and there. You're not gonna get through it right now, but I mean it's gonna take time. But at the end of the day, just know that you're gonna be fine. That's how I feel about it. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
Really quick, Peter, I just got told by Felipe, the one that commented for you guys today, he is writing an article officially, Jomier, and he will send it to me, and then I'll send it to you when he wants
Okay,
it.
yeah, that sounds good.
So you can get more promotion for your name out there.
No doubt.
Peter, do you have anything else? No one's like really sending any questions in chat. They're being really
Probably,
silent.
probably
They're never this silent
most
either.
people are probably asleep.
But chat's never this quiet.
Yeah. Well, talent, you know.
Nice.
I guess another one would be with like the different defensive coordinators you've had and stuff, how do you think that's developed like your versatility? Because obviously, like playing different positions, you're gonna have different focuses.
I feel like defense coordinators, they all think differently. I've been around some great defense coordinators, and I feel like they understand the game. Everybody understands the game differently, so just being able to adapt to what they want and how their play personnel and how they run their scheme, I feel like it's the biggest thing. You can't really come in there thinking you know everything either, so you got to sit down and go learn that playbook at the end of the day. It's their playbook, and you got to be strong with it, and you got to remember your plays and know what you got to do. Because at the end of the day, it's do your job mentality.
There you
go. There's just like some compliments for you, Jomier, really quick. It says, wherever you're drafted, I'm wishing you all the best. Yeah, I know Peter. Peter, is there anything else? There are stuff is the issue.
Yeah, I think that was like the basics ones for sure.
I have nothing else, actually. Wait, let me check the document.
Did I answer everything?
That's what we're checking for right now.
What is, I know you'd mentioned JC Horn has obviously been like a huge like spoken about his face and stuff too. I actually heard his testimony on YouTube before. Have there been any other NFL players specifically like in terms of both faith and and NFL that have really like impacted you?
Let's see. I'll probably say one of my close friends. One of my friends too. Come on, named Vidal. He plays for the Chargers. Just him talking to him. I train with him a lot, and just hearing how he got picked up playing at Troy. I seen him when he won the championship. I seen him when he his whole story when he went to the NFL Combine, and now we're training together. Just seeing him, what he went through in his first year in the NFL has been a real big thing. So he's just trying to just make it day by day, and I feel like he's honing him on faith. He told me just at the end of the day, you got to really rely on God. At the end of the day, because God's going to put you in the right situation. You can't really rely on nobody else but you and God.
Yeah. That's awesome to see this young crop coming into the league and stuff like that, being able to take that stand. So I actually was fortunate enough a couple of years ago to be able to meet Charles Tillman and talk about the ultimate down-to-earth, humble, and just approachable person that I've ever met. For someone that was as good as he was on the field, he was even significantly better off, which is saying something. Yeah. So
I think we got everything on the document, Peter.
Yeah. I guess the one other one, and obviously I'll have you close in a few minutes. Is there any ways moving forward where we can be praying for you specifically?
Like praying for me? Anything for me to pray? Like pray, or like what do you mean?
No, like how could we pray for you moving forward?
More importantly, I really like just pray. I want y'all to pray on my patience and just pray for my just having being able to stay strong in the situation right now. Be toned in and don't let distractions veer me off of the main goal. That's really it. Just pray about that.
Yeah, we'll do. You got it.
Okay, Peter, I thought of one last question, but cool. This is kind of buzzing. I'm so sorry. Jomier, let's say you get drafted, right? Would you be willing to come back on next offseason, like after your first year in the league, to see how much it has changed, maybe?
For sure. I definitely will. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't. Yeah, I definitely will. We're gonna stay in touch. I love the Mac and Cheese podcast.
We didn't lose one, Peter. We didn't lose one. Yes.
There you go.
I love the Mac and Cheese podcast. I'm gonna be back on.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming on. Sure. And Emily's saying we didn't lose one because, as Peter knows, we actually had the privilege to interview the NFL Fan of the Year. and we're kind of reaching out to him to get him on a second time. But
okay, yeah. I got you.
Peter, do you want me to announce who's coming on Wednesday?
Yeah,
really
go for it.
Okay, really quick, guys. I know this is super last minute. I will be interviewing Isaac from Fun Football Podcast on Wednesday night at 7 Eastern. Like, it's up in there. And we will be covering Packers offseason, Packers draft, Packers free agency, and everything else that it encounters offseason.
Yeah, can't wait to be in the chat for that one.
I think you'll be in comments.
Oh no, I have a lot of comments.
Now I'm scared for this.
like Nicole Hardman being your guys' biggest move.
Okay, no.
That boy dog doing.
Yeah.
I like
Yes, but we added our entire offensive line.
Be quiet. Okay, Peter, do you want to do closing?
I know obviously you guys have like the rivalries and stuff down there, but just to give you a little bit of insight on the Packers one, the Bears fans have two favorite teams every week is the Bears and whoever Green Bay's opponent is.
Okay.
Oh, yikes.
Y'all funny. Y'all are funny.
It's just the fight between our two teams, I feel like. Wait, mine's the Cardinals though, too. I would say like my favorite, like my second NFC team is like the Packers and Cardinals for sure. And then like my favorite AFC team would be the Bills. I have a personal connection with them.
That's fair. Yeah.
Well, it's because one of my favorite players, second favorite player now. I can't. It's Russell Douglas. Because he wished me happy birthday, so that's why. But I was about to ask, do you want to start closings, but wait until his camera, maybe?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, hold on.
Peter, you have all the closings, right? Do you not remember, or do you want me to do it?
No, you can go ahead. I have it up, but you can go ahead and do it.
Well, maybe let's tell him what we're doing.
Well, yeah.
I usually let the guest do first, just so you know,
right.
But you can skip it up. You can mix it up if you want.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
It's all good.
No, you're fine.
Believe me, the storms we deal with here, tech stuff happens more than you would think.
Tech stuff happens all the time in this podcast. I feel like we're known for the most tech issues at this point. Peter.
Probably at this point,
during episodes and like pre-episodes and closing episodes. Peter, I'll do audio tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll do it on my phone and then, or I might play this episode on my phone, like with my mic, because it would pick it up.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm just like drinking my water out of my package, out of everything.
Well, that can't taste good. No.
Oh, okay.
That's the one you filled up with all the chairs from week 18?
Be quiet. Be quiet. Okay, Peter. I can't believe you said that.
What? It's a question.
No, it's not. Anyways. Go ahead.
I believe that was yours, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Because you were going to ask, like, the closing thoughts and such.
Oh, I thought you... Okay, fine.
No.
Oh, okay. Wait 1 second. I didn't put this in the script. Jomier, do you have any questions for us?
How long y'all been doing your podcast?
Do you want me to take that one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So we've been doing it for about over a year now. We started in November. I'm like, did we start in November? Yes, we started in November with Urinating Tree first. We started with pre-records, actually. That's what a lot of people don't know. We started with pre-records, and then when did we start lives? It was with Ohana, for sure. And then
post that. I want to say the draft was our first live.
No, it was November of 2020 when we started. Isaac, the person just told me. No, it was with Ohana. Was our first live. I know. Okay.
Yeah.
It was my first last year.
That's right.
That we started.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Then we moved to Podcast Boys, which ended last July. No.
Yep.
Last June on my birthday. That's when the last meeting was. So I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, Peter, stop. And then we became our own network basically, and we're kind of in the middle of looking for a new network, but I think we're gonna. Yes, okay. Justin said right before Thanksgiving. It was like the week of Thanksgiving. Actually, is when we started this whole podcast.
That's right.
And like I told you, we had NFL Fan of the Year. We had no players, but you're our first one potentially, and bigger podcasts. But actually, Peter, can I announce one show? You told me no, but I'm going to anyways.
By all means.
You know which one I'm going to say. We have the privilege of interviewing Brandon Perna from That's Good Sports on April 17th when I will be in Illinois. I'll be in a different state for that. I know.
Okay.
But he has a big channel of over 700,000 subscribers, and I have the privilege of interviewing him, and it's already on the channel. So please hit notification bell, like, and subscribe for all of these.
Okay.
I'm like, Peter, do you have anything to say?
No, I mean, those are the two big ones, so I'm just here is needed for right now. Yes. So
Jomier, can you tell the people where they can follow you again, please?
Yeah. King Jomier on Instagram and official Jomier on Twitter.
I forgot about the mac and cheese Instagram. How? Okay. I'll say that in a little bit. Actually, you know what? Because we just started that. We did make a mac and cheese Instagram. I followed you on it, Jomier. I don't know if you saw that.
Okay, I'll have to check it out, or you can send it to me again. I'll follow for you.
No, you're fine. We actually
I'm better I'm better contacting people on Twitter anyway.
you are. I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it did send you a follow there as well. So
okay, yeah. If you American, if you can send it to me too, I'll follow both of y'all.
Yes, you do. And I followed you on my personal, Jomier. I don't know if you saw that.
Okay.
You're gonna get a lot of followers now. Don't feel bad. But yeah, I followed you first on my personal, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. It was one of the two. What are your final thoughts, Jomier? Unless Peter, you want to take it. I don't care.
No, go for it. It's all him.
Probably say like, what made y'all want to start doing the podcast?
Wait, what?
What made y'all want to start doing the podcast?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, Peter, do you want to say it, or do you know?
Well, I don't know specifically what part of what got her into it. Mine was just to start trying to bring sanity to this football world because there was way too many Packers fans in there and only one other Bears fan, so I needed to bring some sense of normalcy.
Not true. No. Peter, before you, we actually interviewed a Bears fan. We interviewed a Bears fan.
Yeah.
In Texas, I think. I don't know. No, we interviewed Foster from Bears Country Podcast or something.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but I was referring to the in-network staff. It was you three and Matt. It's like, no, he needs more help here.
Not true. Not true. No, so the reason why I bring Peter on is titles. He's my title master, and then I do all the thumbnails and everything. No, Peter.
Okay.
So the reason why I started the podcast is Tom Grossi. Funny that you say that. I literally told the story on Isaac's first podcast with me over a year ago. Basically, Isaac from Football Podcast wanted me on free agency of last year. I know that too for exact. When the Packers signed Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney. That was the exact day that the Packers signed them. And Isaac.
I know about Xavier McKinney. He went to Roswell. I know about that guy. We actually played him at Collins Hill. My playoff year, I played him. He played at Roswell. That was like that was my sophomore year actually.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He's a senior.
He was a senior.
That you guys know each other. I mean,
I don't know him personally, but I just played against him. Yeah.
No, that's so amazing, like how all of you guys like know each other, like from either high school or college. Like you would never suspect that, actually. No, but Isaac is the one that first got me into podcasting, and then here we are with Tom Grossi and you and Isaac and Med and Brandon and your knitting tree and everyone.
Okay.
And then we did draft last season, like Peter told you, but that didn't work. So, actually, Peter, I have one more announcement. I don't know if this is public yet. Actually, it is. As you guys know, I will be at the draft. However, I will be hopping on Draft Utopia's podcasts on the 23rd, 24th, whatever. I'll be on there to show you guys what Lambeau looks like. From my first perspective, though. My first perspective of Lambeau Field. I'm from Wisconsin. It's going to be my first perspective of Lambeau Field. Jomier, what are your final thoughts? Like,
I'm all good. Really, I'm just gonna just take it all in. I got everything out. I think so.
There you go.
Peter, what about you?
No, definitely looking to see where you end up landing, and like I said, just keep strong in God. He's got major plans for you there and otherwise. So thank you so very much for coming on.
Yeah,
sure.
Like Peter said, thank you so much for coming on. You're more than welcome to come back. We tell the guests this every time, and only one of them has come back. I was trying to word that, Peter.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say, Jomier?
I said no doubt.
Okay. Never mind. What do you have coming next, Jomier? Whatever.
Probably just keep training. I'm probably gonna be down here in Fort Lauderdale. I train. Well, I'm in Lakeland right now, but I go down to Fort Lauderdale to train at Bommarito's Performance Center. That's where all the pros go down there, and we go down there for the whole month and just hold it in, get ready for the draft.
You said you might post your pro day footage on Monday, right?
Yeah, either Monday or Tuesday. I got it already. I just don't know when I want to post it.
When you get that posted, can you send it to me and then I'll put it in the.
Yeah, I got you.
Great.
Thank you. Peter, what do you have coming up?
Yeah, a whole lot of just moderating chat and putting wonderful Bears questions into a Packers podcast episode, so this will go well. See, I can't let them get off too light just because they won most of the last ones, because the last game is the only one that matters anymore. So.
Nope, not gonna say all that. But anything else, Peter?
I mean that, and then looking forward to seeing you get the chance with Brandon. That's going to be awesome. So you've worked hard for that one, and it's good to see you get rewarded.
You know how hard it worked for Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What do I? Oh, Mary, you know what you have coming up. Oh. I was like, what do I have coming up? Wow.
Because not like I just gave you a segue for it or anything.
No, I know. No, it's so much though. It's like the draft is like next week, 2 weeks already.
2 weeks, yeah.
And people don't know this, but I will be out there the week before. I'll be in Illinois, as Peter knows. For Family Matter only. So like I said, Peter, you didn't say where people can find you.
All over, but specifically both on the this wonderful podcast, as well as what used to be known as Midwestern Chaos is now going to be Midwestern Life, and we're shifting that more to the away from football topics, like just what it's like for different outreaches and such out here.
Yes, and like Peter, I thought we said Midwestern Focus. I don't know.
Yeah. One or the other.
Yeah, we changed it on YouTube already, guys, so please check it out. We're going to keep the football interviews on there because I don't know how to change them because StreamYard deleted that function now. But we're going to keep them on there. It's easier for us, and I know Peter can attest to that. You guys can find me, like Peter said, Midwestern Focus. Yeah, I'm like, is that what it is? I don't know anymore.
Yep.
The Mac and Cheese Podcast, and you guys can find me here on Wednesday night with Isaac from Fun Football Podcast. Sorry, my poll just shut off. It like shuts off every day at like 5 Eastern, so that's why. Even though it's not 5 Eastern yet, I don't know. And
close enough.
With Brandon Perna at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central on YouTube.
There we go.
And really quick, Peter, I don't know if you know this. This is Brandon Perna's first time ever getting interviewed by a fan of his ever.
Awesome.
From what I can
couldn't happen for a more deserving one. So
exactly. Oh, thank you, Felipe. I'm gonna announce this because I think it's happening. Felipe and I will be live to talk about Packers draft as well. And your name will get in there, Jomier, I promise.
No doubt.
It's like hopefully in the crud we have to play against him now. That's it. But
do we want to mention what happened last year again? Do you want to tell the fans that story really quick, Peter? You know.
I mean, we well. No, I think we'll save that for the next one because there's something specific I want to do for when you and Isaac are there Wednesday night. So you'll
I don't like this. No, tell me that. No, you have to tell me before though.
The cards.
Are you actually doing it? You are not. You are not.
Oh yeah.
Wait, how are you gonna do that though? Now I want to know.
I'm figuring it out, but I'm gonna show him on Wednesday.
Wait, how?
But I kind of got to get off right now. I got to go do it. I have a workout at 5:30.
Yeah, we're about to end it anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to just pray us out real quick then?
Yeah,
I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, everybody bow their heads. All right, dear Heavenly Father, just thank you, Mary and Peter, for bringing on this podcast. I hope everything goes well throughout your day today, and I hope everything goes well throughout the draft process and y'all family and friends. It's been a more than a welcome blessing to be on this podcast, and I hope y'all have continued success. And I hope the meaning of the Lord and faith will help you to just driven through your faith and understand that God has a plan, and you just got to follow through it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Go get him, man. We're gonna be watching for you.
No doubt. Yeah, I hope everything works out.
Will do.
And like I said, when you figure out the address to the stadium, can you message it to me?
Yeah, I got you. You know, I'm gonna look out. I got you, Mary. Don't think I ain't gonna look out. I got you.
Thank you so much.
Sounds good. Have a good one, man.
All right, thank you.
Bye. Bye. I'm gonna play the outro quick.
Yep.
That was so nice. Did you wait? I'll play the outro and then I'll talk to you off stream for a little bit.
Sounds good.
A little bit, not long. Wait, which intro is it? Because I still have the one that Med made us in here. You know what? Do I want to go back for a little bit? Do I want to go back in history knowing that we talked about Med? I have the Med intro.
I think this time that's fine.
And I'll probably do it for Brandon and Isaac too.
Yeah.
Because knowing that. Really quick, guys, this is not our new intro. We're just going to play it from history to show history of this podcast. Yeah, this is not the new intro, like I said. That intro.